We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much, guys, for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well. We have a few things we want to talk about, Jasmine Crockett being one of those things we want to talk about. And she's an actual lawyer. She's a congresswoman. You're not going to believe what she said. She thought she sounded so smart when she was making this statement about law enforcement. I guess she was using her context clues. She was using her synonyms. She was breaking down the word law enforcement. And she thought she was cooking. Please let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I don't know if y'all have seen the video yet where she was being recorded, where she was being interviewed on Fox News. And I don't know who it was, who the lady was that's in pink, but her faces she was making was absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But go ahead and hit the like button, guys. Share this bad boy. That would be amazing. And let me go ahead and remind my people over there on X. Shout out to X, shout out to Kick, Twitch, YouTube. Shout out to all you guys. Let me go ahead and forward this bad boy. Jasmine Crockett just continues to blow my freaking mind, man. I've tried to take up for time after time after time because I thought she was a little cutie pie. 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, I thought she was a little cutie pie. I used to have conversations on the channel, and she would be on this bad boy. We would be talking about her, and my guests would just completely give her the business, just go in on Jasmine Crockett, and I would just try to give her grace, man. Like, is she that bad? She is actually that bad. She's actually that bad. For her to have gone to a $30,000 a year school growing up, and I'm talking about grade school. I'm not even talking about college. She received some high level education. She's went to some of the most fanciest schools in the world. She has lived the silver spoon life her entire life. And that's no knock on her and her family. I mean, I think it's great when we make an amazing living for our children and we set them up for success. But when you have someone who is seem like they go out of their way to sound ignorant, you want to question them a little bit. I don't know. I've been having a bunch of people, before we talk about this, I've been having a bunch of people who have been seeing my last few videos I've been posting, and they was like, bro, I haven't seen you in a long time. I haven't been notified of your videos. Well, I'm just going to say this to you guys. All you need to do to be notified of my videos is to go watch a couple of my videos. What happened is, once you've been placed outside of my algorithm, you're no longer fed any more of my videos. That's just how that go. Once you train your algorithm to show you the content creators you want to see, then you'll start to see the content creators that you enjoy the most. And that is determined by the amount of videos that you click. All right. So if you click a couple of my videos and you watch them, 9 times out of 10, more than likely, next time you show up on YouTube, they're going to flood you with a few, not necessarily flood, but they're going to show you more and more and more LFR family content. So that's the way you get back in my algorithm. Well, that's the way LFR family will get back in to your algorithm, right? So just in case you're one of those people who are always on YouTube and you never see LFR family, it's probably because you haven't clicked one of my standalone videos, um, and that's why. Click a few of them, watch them, and you'll see what happens. All right, it's not going to happen immediately, but today is Wednesday. Not today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. So if you watch a few today or a couple today, 9 times out of 10, when you cut on YouTube tomorrow, you're gonna see LFR family videos. All right. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. Share this bad boy. Hit the like button. Share, like, share, like, share. All right. That'd be dope. Shout out to all my blues. Those are my moderators, man. Louis B. Fishing was the very first one up in here. What's up, brother? Shout out to Louis B. Fishing. Shout out to Courtney with the C. Katarina. What's up, Kat? And shout out to my greens as well. Shout out to Tam G. Yeah. What's going on, Tam? If someone like her can run for Congress and get in, I should run. I would actually do something. Shout out to Tam G. She is dope. I met with her. Had a good conversation with her. We're gonna do. I'm gonna have her up on the show to speak to you guys and to do her thing from time to time. Yeah, yeah. God is absolutely amazing. Please let me know one thing that you are grateful for and thankful for inside of the chat. What's going on, bad intro? I'm doing well, brother. I hope you're doing well too, man. I hope you're doing well too. All right, so we just got a couple of things we want to talk about. Also, Charleston White went to go speak at an HBCU, and in the middle of him talking to them, they just kept on getting in debates about mundane topics. And this brother just got up and said, "You know what? F y'all, I'm gone. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to learn anything. Y'all want to continue down the same path that you're on. You want to stay broke. You want to stay dumb. You want your people to continue to kill each other. You want to be ignorant. You want to support this messiness. I'm out. You don't want no help." Shout out to Charleston. I've had my thoughts on the brother, but he's really starting to grow on me, man. This brother is wild, man. He wild as hell. Let me know. Are you a fan of Charleston White? Thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you're a fan of Charleston White, man. That dude is a nut. He is absolutely hilarious, man. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, he's absolutely hilarious. Shout out to Red Don Daly for being so gracious. Sent me an email last night, just reaching out, checking on me. Much love to you, Don. You're absolutely you're dope. You're dope. Continue to do your thing. I pray that you have so much success on this platform and whatever else you decide to do. Shout out to Don, man. Of Red Don Daily. Oh, Katarina. She's so sweet. Katarina's sweetheart. Y'all are dope, man. Y'all are dope. I'm just waiting for a few people to get up in here before we get started. These daggone glasses, man, is something. I keep them on because it seems like my freaking eyes are getting worse and worse, man. And I used to have 20/20 vision. Well, we all did, right? We all had great vision until we didn't. Now these reading glasses are necessary. It's weird though, because I went my whole entire life without needing glasses. And now whenever I start reading, I'm like, whoa, pull it away from your face. Okay, now I can read it. Wow. It's wild, man. It's wild. And it seems like the more I wear my glasses, the worse it gets. But in order for me to see, I need to wear my glasses. Am I the only one, man? Am I the only one? Shout out to you guys. What's going on, Agent Jeremy? What's going on, Agent Jeremy? Yeah. Yeah. I've been having some amazing people reach out to me. People that want to do business, people who want to help out the channel, those things. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all are dope. I've had a couple of people reach out for collabs. Some who haven't even who don't even know what's going on over here in the LFR family as far as the last video that I posted about situations that I'm dealing with. Um, yeah, they didn't even reach out for that. They reached out because um, they've been watching my stuff over the years, and they think it's time for us to do something. And I'm excited about that. I am excited about that. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Mary Thomas, what's going on? What's going on? Aaron, what's up? Shout out to you guys. Have y'all hit the like button yet? Make sure y'all hit the like button. We got 115 people up in here on YouTube. We got 149 collectively with X and Twitch and everybody. So make sure y'all hit the like button, gang. All right. And answer the poll if you get a chance. 48 of you already answered the poll. When you hit the like button, answer the poll. That's how that go. When you join us, hit the like button, answer the poll, and hang out with us for at least 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. I'm not gonna be up here for an hour, hour and a half. I'm just gonna be doing my thing. We're gonna get in, get out. Shift. What's going on, Shift? Shout out to my greens, man. My members. Shout out to my members. I appreciate you guys, man. Puff Puff. What's up, Puff Puff? Yeah. I am Bass. Grand rising to you as well. Yeah. I like people that talk like that. Sounds like you probably got some incense lit in your house. You wake up every morning, you do yoga, you drink some hot tea. You know what I mean? You make sure that the music is low in the background and there's a vibe. Yeah. You do your mantras, affirmations, morning affirmations and whatnot. Shout out to you. Um, all right, so we got 52 people who answered the poll. So four of you listen. All right, as you enter, guys, hit the like button, answer the poll, and let me know one thing that you are grateful for inside the chat. I drink matcha. I don't even know what matcha is, but okay, I'll take your word for it. What? Courtney with the C posting new content? Get out of here. I'm excited for you. You know, Courtney with a C used to sing. She used to be a singer. She probably still sings. You know, Courtney. So I'm gonna show you something, man. I'm gonna show all of you guys something right quick. All right. So the very first channel that I started, that's what I started my channel doing. I started my channel just to show my music production journey because at that time I was producing music. I was coming up. I was making beats. I was going to the studio and I was rapping over beats and I was singing over beats. I got a whole bunch of music out there that I'm sure as soon as I get famous, people are going to start coming out with the music that I made. And the music is not good. It's not, but what it is. Y'all should never be ashamed of your journey. I know I'm not. I'm not ashamed of my journey, man. People are going to play the music and be like, listen to this. It's trash. And I'll be like, hey, that's part of my story, man. Okay. You know what? You're right. Mike Tech Guy, he said, stop wearing your glasses and exercise your eyes to look far and close micro dose of Viagra open your eye vessels and gives it more blood. I used it to be negative from 1.95. Now I'm 1.25. Okay. A microdose of Viagra. Okay. I never knew that Viagra helped your eyes. Jeez. Okay, that's news to me, brother. Thank you, man. I don't have any Viagra. Yeah, I don't. The brother just now said if I want my eyes to be better, I need to give me some Viagra. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said if I need to give me some Viagra, I would have had a lot more music had there been the tech in the 90s and early 2000s that there is now. Nah, Courtney. Nah, Courtney, I gotta call cap on that. You would have had a lot more music had you daggone put that work in. Now you're right though. Technology is much easier to do some things now. But I'm trying to tell you, back in the day, and this was 2008, I was making music. I'm talking about producing, making beats, Fruity Loops. Um, what's the joint that was owned by one? It was one major one that everybody was using, but I was using a lot of them joints, man. To God be the glory. God is good, man. God is good. Let me just say this, bro. I have to say this because a lot of people don't understand this. We're all going to go through something at some time, and the fact that I have people to discuss real life with and to go through things with, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful, man. Obviously, I have my family, my wife, my children, other family members, friends, associates that I communicate with. But I'm usually to myself. I stick to myself a lot. Don't really like to involve others into my personal business. So, whenever I'm going through something personal, most people don't know. All right. Whenever I'm dealing with something or trying to figure things out, most people don't know. I don't involve other people. And it's not because I'm trying to be prideful. It's just that's how I like to deal with things myself. If I created the mess, I like to take the mop, the broom, Swiffer, clean up my mess. Put on some gloves, spray it down, clean up my mess. If it takes some muscle or some blood, sweat, and tears to clean up my mess, that's what I do. I clean up my mess. You know what I mean? If we make our mess, we should clean up our mess. I was taught that at a very young age. Shout out to Diane, my guardian. Taught me at a very young age that if we create a mess, we clean up our mess. What's going on, B? What's up, Nanny's take on the world? Um, Dude, what you said in my videos are going crazy. What? Tam G, whatever. You lying. You lying. You follow something that I said and you're getting some positive results. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to a few people who are working with me, content creators. They're doing some amazing things. One of them just hit 30,000 subscribers. Let's go. Um, we got people who are at 15,000, 17,000 subscribers. They're cooking. They're reaching monetization very quickly. I just now got another one who does a lot of comedy reviews, actually. And just so y'all know, if you're doing reactions, music does not pay a whole lot, but it gets you a whole hell of a lot of followers and supporters, a bunch. So if you can market if you got merch, you got products, you got services that you provide, that's a great way to do it. But comedy does also pay and it brings about a big audience as well. So just let you guys know that. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to all you guys. But remember, the turtle wins the race. Does the turtle win the race? I know that's an old adage, but does the turtle win the race? Not sure. Just playing. Yeah. Hit the like button, guys. Share this bad boy. Let me know something that you're grateful for inside the chat. And thank you so much for the eye advice and the Viagra advice. All right. So we're going to be getting popping in a minute. Stoicism has really helped me with life. Okay. Okay. My mom says, leave things better than you found them. That's how I feel about relationships. Leave relationships better than where you found them. If you get into a relationship with someone, leave them better than when you found them. When you become friends with someone, leave them better than when you found them. You can't always do that because you can't control both sides of a relationship. That's the thing. You only can control one side. That's yourself. All right. And that's all. And what I mean, don't be so hard on yourself to try to control anything because God controls everything. As soon as we try to feel like we're in control, we get a subtle reminder. Sometimes it's not subtle. Sometimes the reminder is not subtle. Sometimes it's right there in your face, and it's something that you can't really deal with at the time because you're not mature enough. You're not mentally mature, spiritually mature enough to deal with it. But in time, you don't really have the control that you believe you have. And that's the thing too. A lot of people will look at you dealing with whatever you're dealing with and believe that you're a fool for even being in a position um, that you're in, not realizing that we can only control what we control, and most things we cannot control. We can't even control um, waking up in the morning. We can't control walking from the bed to the bathroom in the morning. We can't control that. A lot of people believe they can, but you can't. Everybody's healthy until they're not. So at a certain point, man, you need to start to just thank God for all of his grace and all of his mercy, man. Be grateful of the little things. Be grateful of the people in your life and all those, man. For real. Also, set your notification bells to receive notifications from the channel, but also the best way to receive notifications or to see my channel a little more is by simply watching our videos, live streams. You can watch some of my standalone videos. I've posted a couple throughout the course of the day yesterday, this week. Go ahead and watch a couple of them. And then the next couple of times that you pull up to YouTube, they're going to suggest some of my videos. That's how that goes. Because we're in the time where we create our own algorithm, right? Don't think that just because you're subscribed to somebody or you hit that notification bell that you're going to be, their content will be suggested to you. If you never watch their videos, you got to watch their stuff. If you stop watching their stuff, that pretty much tells the platform you're on that you no longer have interest in that content. So then the content will go, you know what I mean? Let me go ahead and cut on some background music so we can go ahead and get into it. Yeah, we about to go, baby. Turn this down. All right. All right. Okay. My challenge to you guys is to start a YouTube channel before September. Start a YouTube channel before Halloween if you haven't already started one. And a lot of you, well, post your first content. Post some content. And if you haven't posted content in a long time on your channel, I would say post some content before Halloween. And that's me. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. Yeah, that's a month and a half. Y'all can do it. Post some content, gang. Get in the game. All right. Cut on that camera and say, okay, today we're making pancakes from beginning to end. I'm gonna show you how to do it. It does not have to be fancy. It don't have to be fancy edits or nothing. Sometimes people just want to learn how to make pancakes. No, some people don't know how to make pancakes. Well, teach people how to make grits. You know, the ones with the salt and pepper and butter, not the one with the sugar. All right. See, Ern said he watched all of my joints. He never get notifications. Don't worry about it. When you pull up to YouTube, you'll see my stuff. Don't worry about the notifications. You might get a notification, you might not. It is what it is. My man Grand DJ said he making some grits right now. I bet you putting butter, salt and pepper in it, or you putting butter and sugar. The saltier, the better. Y'all love some food, man. I swear, y'all some foodies. Grits and bacon. Yeah. Had plenty of grits in prison and jail. Wow. All right. I'm sure you got a story to tell, man. Hey, Chris, do you do content? I'm trying to tell you, man. People who have been on the inside, they have content that just go crazy. So start your YouTube channel, man. Start your YouTube channel. Well, you already have a channel if you're here. Start posting content on your channel. Tell your story. Tell your story, Chris, if you haven't already. I'm sure you wanted to move away from that. Probably like, man, I don't want nobody to know my business. But you can save a lot of lives if you tell your story. Just saying. You might get the reach, you know. You need a new laptop, man. Post from your phone. Post from your phone. I don't want to hear that new laptop stuff. You don't need no new laptop. You got a phone. Post from your phone. It don't have to be edited. It don't have to be all prim and proper. It don't have to be, the best, production right away. It'll get there. Okay? It'll get there. But as long as you got one of these bad boys in your pocket, these are computers, man. Record yourself. Give some advice. Prevent people from going to jail. Let them know that it's not fun and games. You know what I mean? Oh, for sure, Chris. Nah, but I'm letting you know this because some of the channels that grow the fastest out there are the channels where people have lived lives that most people hope to never live, but they have so many questions and they're intrigued about that lifestyle. So they look at it. When you look at people who are who've committed crimes or who's outside committing crimes right now, um, those channels get some of the biggest views in the world. You have a white guy going to the hood of DC, Chicago, Cali, New York, Mississippi, Alabama, just anywhere. It don't even matter. Tennessee, Detroit, hanging out with gangsters, talking to drug dealers, talking to crackheads, talking to um, um, prostitutes, just getting an idea of how it is out here in these streets, in these dangerous streets and blocks. And nobody wants to be there, but they're watching them like crazy. My son showed me this video the other day of this guy, white guy, that went to Detroit and it was just interviewing all these drug dealers and drug fiends and all that. And in 6 hours, that video had 400 plus thousand views. It was like 460, 450,000 views in 6 hours. Because so many people want to hear about that life, but nobody wants to live that life. But they want to hear about it from people who have lived that life. Just saying. Let me see here. All right. Hey, shout out to Steven, man. He said, I got away from that life, moved to Hawaii and got a farm. Hey, man, I don't know how in the heck you was able to pull that off because Hawaii is expensive. And if you got a farm, then you got some money on. You got some money. So shout out to you for making the moves that you made. And for anybody dealing with cancer, man, I pray strength and health over your life. I pray that the Lord heal you. I pray that the Lord remove cancerous cells from your body completely and never allow them to touch you again or come close to you or anyone you love. I freaking hate cancer. I don't know why we don't have any cures for cancer yet. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. It just shows that they maybe they're trying and they just can't figure cancer out. I don't know. I don't believe that. I believe that there is a cure for cancer. I just believe it's far more lucrative for them to um, what you call it, serve patients who have cancer, like with the medicines and the treatments and whatnot to treat cancer. I think it's far more lucrative and is a money making machine for them to treat cancer than it is for them to cure cancer. And I hate even having that thought because all these brilliant minds out here, I hate to be so skeptical and of these brilliant minds, but capitalism is capitalism. And we already know the drug game, the medical drug game is crazy. It's nuts. So yeah, the research alone is profitable, man. So yeah, man, it's unfortunate, man. I don't know how in the hell you can see all these people like dealing with cancer, and you just like, we're gonna make some money. We're gonna treat them. We're gonna pray over them, but we're not gonna cure them. That's sad, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. I believe that if somebody tried to come to the forefront with the cure, that their lives might be taken away prematurely. That's how I really think about it, for real. All right, so we got our people up in here, man. I pray that your mom's surgery goes well, man. Let me see. Waiting for my mother to get out of surgery right now, and praying that everything goes well. Me too, Robert. Shout out to Robert, man. I pray that your mom's surgery goes well, brother. For real. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it. We got Jasmine Crockett we talking about today. She was on Fox News, man, and she said some of the most foolish BS in the world. For real. Check this out, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Here is the Jasmine Crockett. And who is this lady in the pink right here? And who's the lady in the pink that she's talking to? I want y'all to see the face of this lady that's in the pink. It's absolutely hilarious. Oh my gracious, it's hilarious, man. This is foolish. This is foolishness. All right? Okay. All right. Let's go and dive into it. And thanks again for joining me this morning, guys.
I want to be clear that, like, law enforcement isn't to prevent crime. Law enforcement solves crime, okay? That is what they are supposed to do. They are supposed to solve crimes, not necessarily prevent them from happening, per se. I want to be clear.
What the per se for? And also, she's saying the same thing over and over again. All she's doing is talking about the actual word law enforcement, and she's trying to sound intelligent. The words law enforcement are exactly what they are and nothing else. They are to enforce the law, but not prevent the law. It's not called law prevention. It's called law enforcement, you dumb ass woman. Excuse my French. Dumb ass lady. I swear to, she is so what? And yes, she's doing this interview in her big ass closet. She's in her huge closet. You know she's rich. You know she got some money. She got a whole lot of money. But this chick is ridiculous. Hold on. Let me play this one more time so y'all can really grasp exactly what she's saying, because she believes she is so intelligent. Law enforcement doesn't say law prevention. It says law enforcement. Enforce, not prevent, but enforce. What? Some people are so smart, they're dumb.
I want to be clear that, like, law enforcement isn't to prevent crime. Law enforcement solves crime, okay? That is what they are supposed to do. They are supposed to solve crimes, not necessarily prevent them from happening, per se. I want to be clear that...
Per se. Oh, the per se part was just so beautiful. I love the per se. Like that per se hit it on the head. Let's listen to a man who is in law enforcement and see what he has to say about it, gang.
So I just heard an elected official, Jasmine Crockett, state that it is not law enforcement's job to prevent crime. With all the people dying in Chicago last week, 50 people shot, 8 people dead, with mass shootings happening, it disheartens me for her to say that. I'm not going to say anything disparaging about her. I know I can get a lot of likes and a lot of clicks and a lot of shares, calling her all kind of names. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to respectfully challenge her opinion.
Shout out to this brother. I am the exact same way. What is his name? Dion Joseph. Shout out to Dion Joseph for that, man. That's classy. I like that. I'm one of those people as well. Like I know that I can get so many clicks if I get on here and start calling her all types of ugly bees and all these whatever type of words. You know, if I drop like 10 of them and I just destroy her, I will get so many daggone clicks. And this live stream will go from having 200 people in it to having 2,000 people in it, as long as I start being belligerent and doing what Satan wants us to do. Sometimes you cannot give Satan, listen, all the time. You give the Lord what he wants. Don't give Satan what he wants. But check this out.
As a police officer, I did not sign up to be an after the fact entity in the lives of the people I serve. I did not sign up for that. I did sign up to prevent people from dying. You see, I'm an 80s baby. I'm a 70s baby, and I grew up in the 80s where people of color were getting shot down left and right. I would have loved to have seen a police officer, more police at that time. I policed in the 90s and the 2000s where bodies were dropping left and right. People were dying. People were getting shot. I would have loved to have more partnerships, more officers to be visible and present to deter all those precious lives from dying. It is my job to prevent crime. I don't want to show up after someone's child, someone's auntie, someone's grandmother got shot and they're laying in the street and their blood is running down the gutter. I don't want to show up after the fact.
I want to touch on that just for a second. This man is saying that, man, look, I didn't get in there to just clean up the mess that after it already happened. I didn't come there to scrape somebody's son, nephew, daughter, um, any victims off the ground. I came there to help stop it. Like if there's 100 crimes happen, if there's 100 murders before I come into the department, I want my impact to lend itself to there being 75 murders next time and 50 murders next time and 25. Like I want to continue to cut it down. I want to prevent it. I want to be a part of the team that stop all of this chaos from happening. This is something that Jasmine Crockett need to consider. Jasmine Crockett, Brandon Johnson, Governor Pritzker, Gavin Newsom, Democrats all across the board. They need to understand this right here. They're lying to their people and they're causing more death. All right.
I don't want to show up after the fact. I don't want to have to make the notification that their loved one is not coming home. I would rather be visible, meeting with the community, try to deter it, be at the flashpoints, be at the anchor points, be at the hot spots so I can stop people from being violently assaulted and dying. And I would like for you, instead of taking the time to score political points against the president, to step away from your TDS just for a second and encourage more people to sign up and be law enforcement officers so we can be present. Okay, so we can be present to prevent horrible things from happening in communities all across America, but especially communities of color, because I'm here for everybody. But I can't be blind to the fact that a whole lot of the crime is happening in communities of color. And we know as a law enforcement officer, I know as a law enforcement officer, that the vast majority of the people that live in these communities are decent, law-abiding, hardworking people. But we also have to face this reality that there is a negative exception of those communities, of that same demographic, that have overly embraced a violent and dangerous culture. They have overly embraced it and they're hurting people by the scores. And we have to be present. We have to deter it. So please think before you speak. Stop playing games with people's lives. Get away from your Trump derangement syndrome for a second and see this as an opportunity to save lives. All right?
Thank you, brother. This dude is so like level-headed, man. He's a level-headed guy. That's what I like. I like to listen to people who have common sense, who have love for people. He came from a black community. He became a police officer so that he can make the black community better, so that he can prevent crime from happening all throughout black community and the world, but specifically the community that he grew up in. And he want to be in the hot spots before it goes down. This brother right here is a stand-up dude. And yeah, kudos to him. Kudos to him. You can tell that he has God in his life. You can tell that him and his family are spiritually based. So shout out to him and anybody who think like this. And it will behoove you guys, if you're one of those people that's filled with anger and darkness, if you're under the sound of my voice, I want you to dig a little deeper and understand that you can make more happen with love than you can with hate. And this brother right here is leading with love. He's leading with his heart, but he's also leading with common sense. He's not going to sit behind the screen and just try to make political, what you call it, points against the president or the administration. This dude is out there trying to stop things from happening. Somebody said, technically, law enforcement, if you look at it, is true, because when you're in a store and you put something inside your bag, you're not before you put anything in the bag, then you're not a criminal. You put something in your bag, then the police are called, because now they have to enforce the law because the crime was already committed at this point. But if you want to look at it like this, the school shooter, the Catholic school shooter, the trans guy that just now shot up the school, the police should have just stayed there and let him finish doing what he was supposed to do. Let him finish committing the crime. They should see him running up to the school with his gun and not say anything like, wait. He didn't commit the crime yet. They should see him picking his guns up and aiming it at the window of the Catholic school. Hey, wait. He hasn't committed the crime yet. They need to wait until he squeezed the trigger. Okay, he shot, so now we got to go get him. That's the most foolish thing ever. It's the dumbest thing in the world, and this is how people continue to be unalived in our country, because these people, they just want to make political points so that they can get to wherever they believe is next. They want to run for president someday. They want to run for higher office someday. They don't care about the people for real. They hate Trump, so they're trying to do anything to combat Trump. Even Brandon Johnson said, and I'm going to show you guys this, but Brandon Johnson in Chicago, this dude literally said that locking people up, locking criminals up, is racist. Yep.
I know a lot of people are upset with the surge and the National Guard and all this stuff like that. But I'm sorry, when I hear that for 13 days straight, not one black person got murdered in D.C., that brings me joy. I don't care about the optics. If it works, let's do it. Let's do it to save lives. So please, I don't want to be an after-the-fact entity. I did sign up to prevent crime. I did sign up for that.
Well, according to Jasmine Crockett, you didn't. You signed up to enforce crime, not prevent crime. All right. So here we go, man. People are all over this. Here we go.
Like, law enforcement isn't to prevent crime. Law enforcement solves crime.
Jasmine Crockett says the police don't prevent crime. Then why is she asking for money for security?
$10 million to protect non-justices. I'm like, listen, I'm not even asking for $1 million, but can we get something? Because we have nothing.
Law enforcement isn't to prevent crime.
But can we get something? Because we have nothing.
Yep. They're going to have their daggone, they want their security detail. They need their security detail. If they ain't got their security detail, they are pissed. And when security detail is pulled, they start blaming Trump and saying, if something happened to us, then it's going to be on your head. Absolutely. What's going on, WTF for real? Shout out to MJ. 30,000 subs over on the WTF for real channel, man. Make sure y'all check this brother out. One of the realest on the internet right now, man. For real. Yeah. Make sure y'all check him out a year from now. Watch what happens. It's going to be nuts. So this chick is ridiculous, man. Like, just a straight up, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it.
I want to be clear that, like, law enforcement isn't to prevent crime. Law enforcement solves crime, okay? That is what they're supposed to do. They are supposed to solve crimes, not necessarily prevent them from happening per se.
No, not
Per
the
se.
per se at the end. Gosh, Jasmine, what would we do without your commentary? Per se. She thinks she's like saying some revolutionary, groundbreaking thing about law enforcement. Why do all the Democrats, like, they're so soft on crime and they are so anti-police, and then they get mad at us for solving the crimes? Because if we solve the crimes and it happens to be Black people that are committing the crimes at higher rates, and we look at the data and go, oh, something's wrong here, that's a problem. Anyway, Jasmine Crockett wants to be clear that the police are not there to help you feel safe. They are only there to solve crime. And we can send a social worker. A domestic violence case? Sure, send a social worker. No one needs to be trained in guns. Send some little girl, send some 5'6" blonde that just, you know, is gonna ask the man how he feels. Like, help.
It is. I mean, I think it's laughable. And you guys know it's laughable. Y'all know it's laughable, man. Like it's I cannot believe this. I want to see what Elon Musk has to say about this. This is nuts. Hit the like button, gang. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. All right, so hold on one second. HBCU. All right. So yesterday, Charleston White went to go speak at an HBCU, and he ended up leaving because they got into a back and forth. They got into an argument. People didn't want to listen to him. He was in Mississippi, and they invited him to come be a part of their event, and then he left because they wasn't trying to listen. He was letting them. Here's the thing: when you let Black people know that they are part of the problem in the Black community, they get pissed off at you because they want you to blame the white man with them. They want you to blame Trump. They want you to blame the conservatives. They want you to blame anybody but them. Like, it's not our fault. We wouldn't be in poverty if it wasn't this, and this. And when you go down in history, yeah, you can score a whole bunch of talking points, talking about how we got to this space. You know, how when we were doing well, how it was snatched up under us and then we had to start all over and all this other stuff. How we don't have planes to fly over to Colombia and get the cocaine. So whoever brought the cocaine over here, they're the ones that's at fault. They're the ones that's at fault. Not realizing that we were the ones cooking crack. Like, we took that cocaine, right? You can drop off a box of grits. You can drop off a box of grits to somebody's house. But if you are the one that delivered the grits and they become obese because they overate, they just always eating grits, they can't stop eating grits, you're now culpable for their obesity. If you drop off a box of pancakes and they just can't stop themselves from making pancakes, I gotta make more pancakes, I need more pancakes, you are now culpable if they get diabetes for all the syrup they're going to be eating and all the pancakes that they're going to be stuffing in their face. That's what happened in the Black community. You bring cocaine to the country, and then we say, ooh, cocaine. We don't have no jobs. Let's make some money. Let's put a little bit of cocaine in here, a little bit of baking soda, a little bit of heat, a little bit of ice. Let's stir it up so we can turn it into rock. And let's go out there and sell it to our own people that look like us so that we can make money. Damn them. Damn my neighbors. I don't care. I am the doctor around this bad boy. If you need some healing, I got you with some cocaine, baby. But we're going to blame the white man because he the one that brought it over here. We're going to blame Ronald Reagan because he allowed the CIA to bring all of this cocaine over here. And then we turned it into crack because we ain't had no opportunities. We ain't had no jobs. So we had to sell it to our own people. So y'all check this out right here, man. He went to this HBCU in Mississippi, and and this happened. So let's get it.
I gotta fight because I ain't got time to debate. Because this is what happened. We go back and forth. The old man say 2 black people don't have no business hanging with each other. Why? Because all they're gonna do is argue and squabble. When they get through arguing, squabbling, and debate, they ain't gonna build nothing. They're not gonna produce nothing. They're not gonna manufacture nothing. They're not gonna create nothing. So why you talk to black people?
We're not arguing, Mr. White.
We need plans, we need resources,
and that's what
we
we
need
talking about, how to do it.
We're not coming with alternative debate. Let's go. All y'all debating for. All y'all debating for. Get some goddamn money. Big dog. Y'all want to debate? Y'all gotta listen. Y'all got an educated scholar, college educated nigga talking street talk, criminal talk. I wasted my time. Most educated game, not a goddamn thing, nothing. I thought I was talking to children. I'm arguing with adults. What would you do?
Why are you walking away from your people? Why are you walking away?
Give a damn about my people.
Mr. White.
The white fuck my people. I don't give a damn about my people.
You right there, bro. You right here. Charles.
They wasted my time bringing me here. They wasted my motherfucking damn, man. Fucking with me about my people. Y'all don't even care about y'all people. Go talk to your grandmama then. They wasted my time. Fuck racism. I don't believe in racism.
Get that card to Mr. White, big
I
dog.
don't believe in man. I don't believe in
God bless y'all, man. You too.
Man, I don't give a damn about no HBCU. I went to a white school.
And you're now at HBCU.
I don't give a fuck about an HBCU.
Well, why are you here?
Because they brought me here by mistake. Hey, bro. I didn't know I was coming.
Let's go.
I didn't know I was coming. I didn't know I was coming to this.
But you still came.
Damn. Let's go.
All right, so now I need y'all to hear something. I need y'all to understand something, right? So he is not a Charlie Kirk, all right? He is not one of those people that go to the school and then the students get all upset, then they start throwing stuff and they start to shut it down. No, what he's saying is that I came here to talk to y'all. Y'all already know how I speak. I speak directly. I'm straight to the point. I'm letting you guys know that we are a big part of our problem. And then unless we acknowledge that, we're not going to get out of whatever sugar honey iced tea that we're currently in. And what happens is when you say that to people, when you say that to people
I went to a white school.
who just want to blame, when they want to blame everybody for their issues, they're not going to be picking up what you're putting down. So he walked the hell away. And they're asking him, why are you walking away from your people? Why did you come to an HBCU? Why are you walking away from your people? He was like, y'all not my people. Y'all really aren't. Because y'all keep on putting yourself in the same sugar honey iced tea that you're in and then blaming other people not wanting to take accountability. That's like me, for instance, right? Right now I'm going through something like some issues that I put myself into. If I continue to put myself into these issues, whose fault is it? Can I blame you all? Can I blame you for showing support? Can I blame you for being a part of my business? Can I blame anybody else but myself? I can't. At a certain point, you got to look within. You got to look at that mirror and you got to check yourself. And if you don't check yourself, back in the day, what they say, you will wreck yourself. That's just how that works. So this brother, he got up and he walked away. He said, what's the point? Like, we're going around and around in circles. Here I am talking. Apparently, he got into an argument back and forth with somebody who was an adult at the school. And he was talking gang stuff and street stuff. He was talking like he was a street dude. And apparently he was not. He was just a college educated person who was a part of the conversation. But for some strange reason, he decided to posture himself as someone who is street. And he let him know, this ain't about to happen. This not about to happen at all. Because we're always saying, woe is me. They're doing this, then the third to us. But when we say, okay, we're going to have Trump come into the community and help clean it up, because you all aren't doing it. The mayor isn't doing it. The governor isn't doing it. When you look at Baltimore, it's like these people, they're trying to do it, and if they are making some headway, then you let them continue. But if they are not, and the numbers aren't going down, if there's crime all over the place and it's looking like a wreck, then you bring help from the outside. But then you have people like Jasmine Crockett who will stand up and say law enforcement, not law prevention. You're not supposed to be here until somebody gets shot. Don't be all up in our faces with the guns trying to intimidate the people that live around here. First of all, the moms and the aunts with little kids around the neighborhood, they're not intimidated. They feel safe. When their kids go outside and they see extra police out there and they see some National Guards out there, they feel safe letting their kids play now. But when there's no security, when there's no extra police, when they know that people just randomly get shot around here all the damn time, they know the likelihood of their kid or them being accosted in some type of way by a criminal is higher and higher. But when the community constantly bucks the system and don't want any type of help or any type of aid, what do you think is going to happen? So like he was saying, he was like, man, F my people. Y'all don't care, so why should I care? He's like, well, we do care. We're having conversations. That's all you're doing is having a conversation. You're going to go out there and support the same bull that you've been supporting since day one. How many facts does a conservative have to give you to let you know that the Democrat Party is racist as hell? How many facts? How many times do we have to put something in front of your face to let you know that the president you voted for and you're caping for spoke at a daggone a master dragon or whatever you call them of the KKK's funeral? You don't do a eulogy at anybody's funeral unless you're close with that person. They're not just going to pick any random person. We need a good speaker. We need a TED Talk. Don't nobody hire nobody who does TED Talks that don't know the speaker to come speak. They will get a pastor to do the ceremony, but they will have a close friend to speak at the eulogy to say, he was a good man. She was a good woman. I know them. We broke bread together. We shared conversations together. We shared secrets. He told me about his daughters and his grandkids. We shared pictures. You know what I mean? We had some great times. That's what Biden did at a grand master, grand wizard of a KKK funeral, bro. You don't just have a random ass person come do a eulogy at a funeral if they aren't close to them. But let Trump say there's good people on both sides. Oh, that's the most racist thing I ever heard in my life. There's good people on both sides. I can't believe he said that. But let a president say that somebody who's Ray and them who done shot 4 people or robbed 4 people or shot anybody around the hood is a thug. You see, the white man calling us thugs. They calling us criminals. They calling us thugs. They're racist. They don't like black people. What? They're trying to intimidate the criminals, so now they can't even commit no crimes. How come we can't commit crimes? The Lord said we got free will to do whatever we want. We ain't do nothing yet. So why you got the police all in our face? Won't you go somewhere so we can bust somebody upside the head and take what they got? How come all these police are around us? Go somewhere. We got crack to sell. Can y'all please move? I got some fentanyl to sell. I'm being broke. I'm getting broke. I'm losing all my money. All my clientele, they waiting. Like they just stand around scratching their neck. They can't wait for the police to go somewhere. They just, please sell me some crack. Please sell me some fentanyl. Sell me something. I don't care what it is. Sell me something. And no, I'm not making fun of people who fall victim to drugs, because anybody can fall victim to drugs. Anybody. It's a slow progression that nobody really knows is going that way. Everybody believes that it won't happen to them. Like, I won't be the worst of these. Like, I can try it once. I'm not going to be the person in the back of Burger King offering nobody 2 cheeseburgers for some crack. So Charleston White was like, man, F y'all. I'm gone. Kick rocks, man. I'm done. Y'all don't want to hear this. Y'all don't want to hear this at all. So yeah, they pissed off at him. They are pissed off at him. For real. They pissed off at him. He's done.
Well, what happened? And you're now at HBCU.
I don't give a fuck about an HBCU.
Well, why are you here?
Because they brought me here by mistake. Hey, bro. I didn't know I was coming.
You didn't have to come to
I didn't know I was coming.
HBCU.
I didn't know I was coming to this.
But you still came.
Damn. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. You over here, bro.
What they expect? I don't know. I honestly don't know what they expected. For real. I'm glad that he left. I'm glad that he left. For real. Man, what y'all think? Have you hit the like button yet? I know a gang of you are in here, but I want to know if you hit the like button yet. Hold up.
Let's start there, because the white man, the system, don't have nothing to do with the club your mom and daddy met in. And the night your mom and daddy decide to have unprotected sex out of wedlock to develop you. That's where it starts, long before the systematic structures. The prenatal care that your mother didn't do, that's where it started. Was you breastfed when you got her? Was your dad in her? What kind of environment was you born in to develop your temperament where you are easily angered? When you introduced to a man, was you abused and neglected by your mother? Did you eat breakfast before you got to school? Who taught you to read? The white man ain't got nothing to do to that. Those are your mother's and choices decisions. The roots and the fruit are one and the same. It ain't got nothing to do with racism, because capitalism has superseded racism. Did your mama birth you poor? Do you get free lunch? Because if you get free lunch, you are at, below, or at above the poverty level. The system has nothing to do with that.
He cooking.
Do you have a piggy bank? Do you know banking? Could you count and could you read before you showed up to this white man's school system? That's where it starts at. He said, who taught you how to read? Your parents? No. The school? World. The same system that you think suppress you. Who put the rules down in the hood before you even learned the laws? You follow hood codes, hood principles. You don't follow the white man's laws. The hood say you can't wear this color. Who gave them the color? The conditions of their heart. Who write these rap lyrics? The music label don't. The condition of the heart of the rapper shows up at these white men's doorstep with these dreadful, detrimental lyrics. It's in their hearts, based on how they was raised and what.
He is cooking. Yo, he is cooking. Shout out to Diane, my guardian. She used to have us writing after school, just writing. She would give us homework, and Diane only had a 5th grade education, and she already had 2 children before she brought me into her house at the age of 5. That's when I was officially brought into her house. But she already had 2 older children, but she didn't want us to be ignorant. So what happened in that house gave me a hunger for education. Not what happened at school, well, along with what happened at school. And then when I went to school, she told me that I better respect my teachers. I better not talk back. I didn't listen most times, but I knew that the standard that she was setting, I knew that that's what she wanted me to do. So out of respect, I would try. But he's absolutely right. When you talk about abortions, you can't blame the government because they won't give you more abortions. Blame your damn self for opening up your legs so much with someone that you don't love, with someone who didn't court you, with somebody who just gave you some weed and some Hennessy, and you thought that was enough to get on your knees and give them some head. And you got that from listening to rappers. You got that from listening to hip hop and all this music. You didn't get that from listening to your pastor. Getting some head, getting some head. That didn't come from your pastor, your church. That came from Ludacris. That came from rappers. But you want to blame white people for what they're doing in the hood. White people didn't say that you can't walk past me unless you wearing the color blue. You can't walk past me unless you wearing the color red. That's not white people. White people ain't standing out in the block like, I got 2 for 20. I got 2 for 20. I got that. I got that. I got that. Over here? All right. Hey, get her 1. Hey, get him 2. Get him 2. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. I got you. I got that. I got that. That's not white people that's doing that. That's us. When we go to a function, a party, a club or something, and niggas start shooting, it ain't no white man. It ain't no white people that's saying, okay, they're all in there. We got like 50 of them in one spot. Let's go get them niggers. Let's go get them N-words. Let's go get them. Bobby, Jimmy Bob, let's go get them. No, it's us. Because he stepped on our shoe. Because he looked at my girl. Because he looked flyer than me. So he hating. And now we got to be in the beef because I looked at him too far. Because I said what's up to him. What's up, bruh? What you mean what's up? What's up with you, Nick? You even live around here? Talking about what's up, man. What you got in your pockets? Huh? Huh? Come up off that. It's the hate in our hearts. It's not the white man that's doing it, that we put that in our minds, man. It's us. We go to school and be clowned for not being fly all the damn time, not having fresh shoes or brand new this or brand new that. It's us. This dude is talking the truth. He said it's your mama's fault, your grandmama's fault for not getting you ready in the morning, making sure that you was presentable, making sure that you was ready for school, checking your homework before you went to bed, making sure that you did everything you had to do before you did everything you want to do. Isn't that what a parent is supposed to do? That's the only difference that me and my wife had with raising our kids. Me and my wife, we rewarded our children, like literally rewarded our children for the A's and B's that they brought into the household. If you bring an A in, oh, you getting $2. $2 per A. For a B, you're getting $1 per B. You get a C, you don't get nothing. We don't accept C's in our household. That was a standard that me and my wife set in our house. And when we set that standard, guess what? The kids have no choice but to acquiesce. That's what they do. They got to stick to the rules that we set. Oh, but most of us ain't got no father in the house. You know, they did that to us. They broke up the black families. How in the hell they do that? How they break up the black family? They? Who the hell is they? How come me and my wife didn't get broken up? We're a black family. How come they didn't appease her or tickle her fancy too much? Like, we got these welfare, we got this welfare, huh? You can get it if you get rid of that nigga. If you get rid of that nigga, you got that welfare. My granny got the mother effing food stamps. There's a video on Instagram right now, and it's viral. And this dude is all over the grocery stores with his food stamp card, and he's dancing, and he got some wings on his shoulder, and he's saying, my granny got the mother effing food stamps. My sister got the mother effing food stamps. My sister got the mother effing food stamps. And they're dancing because they got a food stamp card. We did that to our community. There's black people that's actually saying that obesity can be blamed on white people because they put nothing but unhealthy foods in our communities. Who's the ones going and buying these unhealthy foods? Who's feeding these people, these kids, these unhealthy foods? Who's doing that? Today, however, it's dangerous to tell kids to respect teachers always, because too many are the stranger danger. Well, listen, you can raise your kids up to be intelligent, raise your kids up to communicate with the parents, and then the parents have to take actions. So guess what? I respect you, but if you come off wrong, I have a support system at home that will get in your ass. Not just come up here and fight you just because I said they want me to do my homework. They telling me not to talk. Listen, my daughter, she's a school teacher. She teaches kindergarten, right? She teaches kindergarten. When she was teaching in DC, because she's out Florida right now with her husband, they live in Florida. But when she was teaching in DC, and she would be like, get off the chair. Stop rapping. Stop hitting people. Stop touching people when you're not supposed to. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. And it'd be the same students that's doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like they cannot listen. They're not doing any work. They're not listening to her at all. But this kid always got on the newest Jordans, the newest pants, always look fly, always look fresh. Fake Gucci belts, because this is what's important. He come to school looking fly as a kindergartner, but refused to listen to his teacher. Then when my daughter calls their parents or call their grandparents, most times it's their grandparents because the parents don't even take care of them. It's the grandparents. Call the grandparents. The grandparents want to come up to the school and fight. Don't be talking to my baby like that. Don't be talking, meet me outside. I bet you won't say that sugar honey iced tea to my face. I bet you won't say this to my face. I thought we were all on the same side. We're on the same side. We're trying to raise these kids in the way they should go so that when they get old, they will not depart from it. That is biblical principle. The same way we try to teach these people in the hood that you don't have to have sex with somebody just to show that you want to be in a relationship with them. You don't have to suck to express your love for somebody. You don't have to eat somebody's just to show that you love them. Like, go out on dates. Share snacks, protect them, carry their books, walk them home, talk to them exclusively, talk to them on the phone, write them letters, write them songs. That's what I used to do when I was younger. If I liked somebody, I'm writing you a song. I might even sing to you in a talent show and point at you, make you feel good while I'm grinding. You girl. That was me. But that don't mean that you got to be irresponsible with every damn body and have 5 baby fathers in the neighborhood. 4 baby fathers in the neighborhood. Baby fathers they prefer that over having a damn husband. And it's sad, man. You can't even talk to anybody about having too many baby fathers. They be like, what you mean? Everybody don't want to be married like you. Everybody don't want to be locked into no marriage. Well, if you don't want to be locked into no marriage, if you don't want to play marriage, then stop playing marriage. Stop having unprotected sex with people that you don't even know will take care of your kids. As a matter of fact, stop having unprotected sex with people that you don't know come from a good family, that you don't know might be passing mental retardation to your family. And I'm not saying that, listen, I'm trying to keep it a buck with you. Like, being in a marriage is a business move. Being in a marriage is a self-sustaining move. It's like something that will keep our bloodline for years and years to come, probably even centuries. But we take it so lightly, like because of hip hop music, because of some rock music, some like just not even hip hop. Let's just say because of outside influences. We do some of the most disrespectful things to ourselves, and then we want to blame other people. Somebody make that make sense. So then when Charleston White goes to this daggone school and he's talking, they don't want to hear that. They want to, but what about racism? What about redlining? What about Trump is trying to go after black jobs? Trump is trying to do this. Trump is trying to do that. Trump don't like black people. Trump only like white people. How come Trump ain't got 15,000 black people on his team? How come he ain't got no black people on his cabinet? We can't name no black people. What about Tim Scott? He's just a daggone puppet. What about this guy? What about this girl? What about? That's it. It's the same BS over and over and over again. Like we want to feel like we can complain so that we not have to fix it ourselves. It's ridiculous. So he went and gave them the truth, Ruth, and they couldn't take it. They could not take it. They couldn't take it. I thought this was brilliant, man. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And honestly, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. There's been many times I heard Charleston White speak. It's been many times I've heard him speak about different things. And I will be pissed off. I will be pissed. Because I didn't like his delivery. All the F words, F bombs, all the other choice words he would use to get across a message. I would judge that. But I'm starting to realize that this brother, he's speaking the language that they understand. That's the language they understand. He said they want to listen to the rappers all the time. Those are the ones they respect. Those are the ones that they honor. Guess what? I'm going to speak to him like one of the rappers. I'm going to speak to him like one of the rappers. Yeah, I have no issue with how he did that at all. And I wish I was there. He's 1,000% true when it comes to this. 1,000%. Shout out to Charleston White. You did your big one with that, brother. You did your big one with that one. Hey, shout out to Benny for being a member for 2 months. Give Benny some love, gang. Yeah, Benny. Listen, I got some how y'all like this right here? Hold on 1 second. Okay. That was SoundCloud's. That was StreamYard's applause, and wasn't that great? But shout out to Benny, man. Much love to you. Much love to you, Benny. Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was dope. All right. So we got some other things that transpired that I want to show to you guys. Apparently, oh Jesus. Let me see here. Don't know if you've heard about this young lady right here, but yeah, I heard about the young lady who was killed by the illegal immigrant in Bowie, Maryland. She was missing for like a week, and her family didn't know exactly what was going on. They found her body. It was an illegal immigrant that picked her up and killed her, and my wife and I, my kids, we were just sharing it all over the Instagram. Like, I hope they find this young lady. You know what I mean? We were praying for her and everything. And it was such a sad story, man. I honestly don't even want to talk about it. I'm not even going to talk about it, man. But it was again, an illegal immigrant that did not deserve to be here. Did not deserve to be here. And he took another life. And this has been happening for years now. For years. But the Democrats, they're the ones that was taken up for them. They didn't want them to be deported. They didn't want them to receive any type of backlash for the sins that they were being for the crimes that they were committing. None of that. Just like the Ukrainian girl that was on the train, and the brother decided to get up and start stabbing her in her neck and upper torso while she just sit there and checked her phone. And then he's walking through the train, dripping her blood. And then he says, I got that white girl. I got that white girl. And now CNN are saying y'all are being racist for discussing it that way. Check this out right here.
Really, over the weekend, Elon Musk, Charlie Kirk, other Trump-aligned figures succeeded in making this senseless death a symbol of big city crime. We heard President Trump asked about it yesterday when he was heading home from New York City. He didn't seem to know much about it. He said he would get briefed, and then today, Trump did know all about it. That's exactly what has happened here. This story has trickled up from local news to social media and now to the president's attention. And it's being used, as you said, Brianna, as a political symbol, with MAGA media calling for more forceful punishments and more incarceration. I have to say, some of the replies to Musk, some of the comments around this story are baldly racist, stoking fear of African Americans because this man attacked a white woman. The open racism on sites like X today, it's eye-popping. But there are also legitimate questions about this so-called career criminal, someone who had been a repeat offender. And those questions, I hope they're not lost amid all of the cesspool kind of comments on social media.
So he's talking about how racist the comments are, but is he also talking about that this guy had 14 mugshots? 14 mugshots. Like he should have been in jail. He should not have been out to be able to commit that crime. Period. There's nothing wrong with pointing out the fact that this black dude went out of his way to unalive an innocent white girl for no damn reason. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with people having fatigue over a certain group of individuals for constantly rearing their heads as being demonic, evil, committing all these heinous crimes. I ain't got no issue with it. When I was younger, I did not like white people. And guess what? I did not know one white person. I never had a friendship or relationship with any white people my entire young life. At all. At all. But I grew up not liking white people. I grew up believing that rock music was devil music. I grew up believing that country music singers was all races. People that lived in sundown towns in Alabama and Mississippi and couldn't wait to see a Negro ride through so that he can send the dogs on him and shoot him in the back. This information came from somewhere. It came from somewhere. It was not my reality. It was made up so that I can fear a certain group of individuals without even knowing them. Whereas you have actual proof, like all over the internet, all over the country, no matter where you are, of certain people who are very dangerous to anybody and everybody. And some people are like, yo, I'm tired of this. I'm done with this. Like, and they've had relationships and friendships with the other race. I just didn't. And that's why I voted the way I voted. That's why I never wanted to join the military. That's why I hated police. I like all of the things that the blacks like. I checked off every single list. Every list, all the black lists, all the black lists, I just checked them off. Okay, we don't like police. We don't like the military. We don't like white people. We only vote Democrat. Okay, I got that. What else? What else? What else? It was a list. And it did me a disservice. Just like it did many others a disservice. That sucks, man. This dude right here, black people and Democrats are still going to bat for him. The MS-13 gang member that beat his wife, the one that his wife actually got an official document for him to stay away from her, They're still caping for this guy. They want to save this guy. But this young lady right here, this Ukrainian refugee, this white lady, she gets unalived on a train and nobody hears about it. CNN don't report on it, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, nobody reports on it. I report on it. This happened August 22nd. I did a video about it on September 7th. September 7th on Sunday. And it got 50,000 views. And the majority of people who seen that video said, this is my very first time seeing this information, hearing about this. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because it was a black man that did it. It didn't serve their purpose. They have a certain agenda that they want to put out there. We have our own propaganda that we need to make sure is properly delivered to the masses. And if the information does not serve our political ideology, then guess what? We're not going to talk about it. And you want to talk about racists? Yeah, let's talk about it. They don't really want to have that conversation, man. They don't really want to have that conversation at all. At all. Hold on one second. So, what's his name? Burrow? Listen to this back and forth right here. I just want y'all to hear this. This right here is, and I don't even like MSNBC. Watch this right here. This brother right here is a Princeton graduate. Princeton graduate. Does not live in the hood, has not lived in the hood, is doing great for himself. But guess what? His job is to push racial divide from the left. His job is to protect the people on the left by feeding into their delusions. And I want y'all to see how Joe Scarborough, hold on, let me see what's going on inside of us. Let me see, y'all. Joe Scarborough cooks this guy. Check this out right here. Check this out.
Let's think about policing differently as we try to address an issue of safety, which every community deserves. Does that make sense?
It does.
Well,
Joe, take it.
Well, but the thing is, you talk about how cops on the streets won't make a difference. I will tell you that one poll after another has suggested otherwise. When you speak to Black Americans, when you speak to poorer Americans, there's a Washington Post poll that we've talked about quite a bit over the past several weeks since we talked about additional troops in Washington, D.C., and that is 91% of D.C. residents said that crime was a serious problem. The people that said crime was a very serious problem overwhelmingly were Black residents. Those who said it was not a serious crime predominantly were white, rich residents. And the demographic who said that crime was the biggest problem were Black women. I go back to 2020 when there were a lot of hipsters talking about defunding the police, a lot of political activists talking about defunding the police. You can find New York Times articles in real time about communities predominantly with people of color in some of the poorest and most dangerous parts of New York City. And their city councilmen and city councilwomen were saying, defund the police. What are you talking about? We need more police on the streets. We need more safety officers in our school. We need more police officers making sure our children and our mothers can walk to school and walk to work without being stopped by gang members. So I guess that's my question back to you. When you're speaking generally about this, are you speaking as an academic? Are you speaking as somebody who reflects these communities who say,
He's speaking as an academic, and I love that Joe is testing him on this. I don't know if y'all picking up what he's putting down, but Joe is going in on this brother. He's letting them know that black women are the biggest demographic of people in the hood who are saying that they appreciate more law enforcement. They appreciate it. Why? Because they are the ones left with taking care of the kids. They are the ones left with watching over their families. But this dude's job is not to serve that purpose. Okay, let me continue. This is nuts, bro. It's nuts.
About this, are you speaking as an academic? Are you speaking as somebody who reflects these communities who say we live in a dangerous city? I know rich white people in Georgetown may feel more comfortable, or in Northwest Washington may feel more comfortable, but in Southeast, we don't feel more comfortable. We want more cops.
No, Joe, I'm not just speaking as an academic. I'm speaking as a black man who has been reared in the United States with a deep-seated suspicion about whether or not police actually are engaged in protecting our communities, right? Having had the talk, right, from a young man, from a young boy. So there's not this relationship to the police that you're presupposing. And let me just say this, I think.
No, I'm not presupposing.
Let me just make this point.
Hold on, Eddie. Eddie, I'm not presupposing anything. I am giving you data. And by the way, are you living the same experience that you're talking about, that we've talked about on this show for 18 years with you and Gene Robinson and everybody else? But is your experience in Princeton the same as somebody's in Anacostia?
Of course not. Of course not. There are class differences. There are class differences.
Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right? Shout out to Joe Scarborough, man. Shout out to Joe, man. He crushed that brother. He crushed him. He killed him on his own. He was letting him know, yo, of course, I'm a black man. I'm a black man. Of course, I've been reared with this information all my life. This has been my reality. Huh? What'd you say? Do I have the same living experiences as they do in Anacostia? Being that I went to prison? No, I don't. Yeah, obviously there's a class divide, brother. There's obviously a class divide. I don't have to deal with what they deal with, but I'm still a black man. And as a black man, I got to go through the same, Huh? No, do I live the same life they live? Maybe. No, I don't. But let's not talk about that, because you're trying to presuppose something that's not right. Because I'm a black man. You see this right here? You see the skin right here? I'm a black man. I'm a black man. Did y'all get that on record? Somebody get that on record. Are we recording this? Somebody please come. Somebody come to my rescue, please. I'm a black man. Can't he see that I'm a black man? I'm a black man. How many times do I have to say it? Joe, like, I don't give a damn. Are you living the same life as these people? You are in Northwest DC. You are where the hoity-toities are. You are where they can never afford to live. You went to school where most people can't ever afford to attend. You don't spend time there. But yet, you want to act like you speak for these people? You are not them. Hold on, Joe. Can I remind you of one thing? What is it, bro? I'm a black man. Man, get him the hell off my show. Get him the hell off my show. That's the only thing he got, is that I'm a black man. I'm a black man. Look at me. I'm a black man. I'm sitting here with my goatee and everything. I'm a black man. I'm black. Who gives a damn? You're not dealing with the same thing. And you're coming from false sense of reality, you and Jasmine Crockett, who don't live where these people live. You're not where these people are at all. This is what they do. This is what they do. The police presence is negatively impacting the community, of which I never go to and don't live anywhere near, but I'm black and I can relate to them because they are black. That's the only argument that he has. It's that I'm also black like them. And you're harassing my people, and we feel like it's slavery all over again. It's slavery all over again. It feels like 1619. This feels just like 1619. I know Joe really wanted to say, man, nigga, please. Nigga, please. Somebody get him off my show. I'm black. It's crazy, man. And you're right. Somebody said it worked for Barack. It did work for Barack. Only thing Barack had to say, look, I'm black. My wife's black, Michelle. My daughters are black. My mother-in-law is black. My dog is black. We're black. And that's all it took. See? That's it. That's all you need to know. We ain't even gotta say nothing, girl. We ain't even gotta say nothing. We're black. They just mad because they not black. And you're doing yourself a disservice because you're trying to get crime prevention away from these neighborhoods. And you're making matters worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. You're making matters worse and worse and worse. He gave him the business, bro. He gave him the business. The business. He gave him the business, man. I'm appreciative of it. I'm always here for it, man. For real. Yeah. Yeah. And he thought that he was making some great points because he was black. It don't matter. Your blackness means nothing, bro. Your blackness don't mean a damn thing. For real. All right, guys. So I'm about to go and do some real work, man. Love y'all. See y'all in the next video. For all my blues, thank you so much for holding the fort down per usual. For all my greens, thank you so much for being amazing. Y'all are dope. Thank you for joining the squad. I really appreciate that. For everybody who've been reaching out to me over email, just showing love with business opportunities and connections. Thank you so much. With suggestions and requests. Thank you so much. Y'all are dope, man. I won't forget this. I won't forget it. For real. When we truly bounce back, I won't forget it. I won't forget you. I love the fact that you guys really came through and did exactly what I thought you would do, which is be there for your guy. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. For anybody that's looking to grow your YouTube channel or brand, get the course that's inside of the descriptions. Very first link in the descriptions is underneath this video on YouTube. Grab the course, and if you want to hear anything about the VIP offer, let me know and we can discuss that further. Just hit me over or email with the acronym VIP, and we'll have a conversation. Other than that, guys, if you know anybody, well, never mind. That's it. Thank y'all so much. Y'all continue to stay blessed by the best, and pray for people out there who are dealing with cancer, who are dealing with any type of sickness and illness in their bodies. And also, I pray that Emily has a successful surgery and that everything works out for her. I pray that Robert, mom, has a successful surgery. She had a surgery today, so he had to go visit today to make sure she was okay. Be there with her, with his little brother, and for anybody else that's going through something, if you're going through something physically or mentally, financially, I pray that you get through it as well, because I'm not the only person that go through things. All right, the Lord blessed me with this platform, so whenever I have a thought, whenever I have something I want to discuss, I'm going to bring it to you guys. All right. And I appreciate y'all being here for me. I will never forget it. I promise you on that one. All right. So I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all stay easy, man. Stay blessed. All right. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.